Welcome back to Night Gaming, and today we're going to do a review on a game for Game Boy, the multiplayer aspect of it, at least. That is Blades of Steel. Blades of Steel was released in North America on August of 1991, developed by Konami, and published by Konami Ultra or Polycom, depending on the region. It has a two-player feature, where you can face off against your friends, and you have the choice of some generic teams that were just different cities. You have the Canadian cities of Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Edmonton. In the United States, you have New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Minnesota. So if you want to play this game, how do you play it? You have two options. If you have two Game Boys and two cartridges, you can play the game if you buy a linkage cable. But you can find those on eBay. If you want to buy a Game Boy link cable, just doing a random search on eBay gives me a price of about $30 or so, it looks like. Definitely ranges quite a bit in price. $17.99 here for two of the link cables, $4.99 here used. So you can get it for fairly cheap or expensive, it just depends. It's quite the price range given here's a bit of a retro bubble. However, you can also play it using the net play feature with RetroArch, and using the GameBoy emulator, which is what I did. I emulated the game. So yeah, playing it on the PC, playing on the actual Game Boy, you do have a bit of blurring. It is a bit hard to see, but it's still quite a bit of fun and fast paced. And on the PC, it's actually quite easy to see, easy to move the different players around. It's fast paced but controllable. You feel like you're in control of the game. You have the option of stealing the puck, passing, shooting, all the basics. And all the basics work. You have the little feature there where shooting, you have an arrow that goes back and forth at the net. And then you just shoot when you're ready to. And when you're the goalie, you have an arrow that goes back and forth. And you want to try to get in between the player's shot and where the arrow is, which isn't necessarily going to always line up perfectly. You can't just be in front of the arrow and expect to always get the goal stopped. So yeah, it's definitely an arcade style game. You have little cutscenes that are quite well done in between, where it shows a scoreboard, it shows an up close to the net shot. However, one of the best parts of the game though is you bump into people, you can knock them down, or you also occasionally get into fights where you actually get to get into a little fight mini game. If you win the fight, the other player is knocked down and you retain control of the puck, or you gain control of the puck. Just like right here. Start off with this nice little cutscene, and then you have this little game right here. And that controls quite well. It's not the... If this was a standalone fighting game, obviously it wouldn't hold up. But as far as playing with your friends, it does add quite a bit of excitement. Nothing more fun than punching your friend, stealing the puck, and then going to the other end, getting a goal. Soundtrack is quite well done for being a Game Boy game, and the graphics for being a Game Boy game aren't the best, but they're actually quite good. The cutscenes are actually quite impressive for a Game Boy game. The graphics themselves are serviceable. So, yeah, Blades of Steel, not a whole lot to say. It's one of the few sports games that holds up quite well. And while I'd recommend the NES version over the Game Boy version, you really can't beat being able to play this on the go if you do have a Game Boy still. And really, as far as the gameplay goes, the Game Boy one holds up just almost as well as the original on Nintendo. So especially with the net play feature, really with the net play feature or playing locally with your friends, definitely a top tier game on the platform and a top tier game in general. As far as the rankings go, I gave it a score of an A, which puts it right above Yoshi's Cookie and below 7 other games we've already covered. And as far as the rest of the rankings go, I'll go ahead and show them. Out of 28 games, I have it 8th. Nobody else in the group has rated it yet, so who knows, maybe it'll fall. And then the other recommended games, with the top ones of this recommended list: Battle Arena Toshinden, Combat Mission Beyond Overworld, Rohan, Arch Rivals are ones I highly recommend. And towards the bottom, they're ones that, if you're into the niche or specific game, they're ones that potentially check out. And we have the not recommended list, which actually includes one game that I had at the bottom of recommended, which is Tommy Sort of Baseball. The rest of the games we pretty much universally would not recommend for various reasons. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the quick review. It is quite the fun game. Definitely check it out, whether it's on the Game Boy or on your PC or another platform for an emulator through emulation, or if you find it on one of the various console stores or the NES version even. Stay away from the PC DOS version though, that's all I have to say. But the Game Boy version, the NES version are top tier games. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and have a great day.